What's up? What's the point?
Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Katty and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Akron Zips offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give is to Williams. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The Zip to send out the punt unit. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's McDowell. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. He's going to go for a big one. Got his man to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Boy, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You run them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective. They get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Mason, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has him back ready to send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Basic connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Zips want to move quickly. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Bullock. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack it up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line's got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds his man. It's Bennett. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to jack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it to the back on the draw. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And here comes the offense on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring it down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try it over the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handling it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, so I got to make sure I get to that sticks, get to the first down.
None of the receiver get it done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that one.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is about feeling out their offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do with 3rd short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. The defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You've got a think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up and cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. After a big gainer on that first play, now he can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Zips come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Keeps moving downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Zips line up to punt it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
And the freshman will chalk up a...
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And I think those quarterbacks need to see for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got an open man. Running for the take. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrating defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Offense slips the running back down the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows up the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run, and then if you run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We played two quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connor's our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video games from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Road. Williams Place.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things straight back up here. The Zips will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Going to the run to start this second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third down manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Seller. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their winner. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they got on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot. They can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Slip through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing and build this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Let's fix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 on the first down. The give. Just steamrolling his way through. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the big down has ensued.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets it up beautifully here. Looking to throw it to Bullock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance. They controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Zips will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give to the single back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They want to run it here. Thrust that arm out.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man. You are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Sanders. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy and want to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throws to the back. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season is so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take in the end. This drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And off in the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been running a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Zips will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return, it's McCallum. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Dances away. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Trying to get behind the defense. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stat things. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in there. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They're bringing heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play calling, but certainly through the quarterback. You're going to have time to throw.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Line is set on third down. The give, tick, 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 tick. The Gamecocks will have a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Back to pass, it's Finley. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them steps, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, ball's incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this, who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Gamecocks, and the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out. The offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, Steve, no question about that. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. To the air, it's Finley. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it will help their offense moving forward.
And the Zips will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's McDowell. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Firmly in control with this game. He smashes his way through again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch games, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays in this offense.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And they'll stop him after a middle pickup. This is what an elite team does. They know they better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and light the ice.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good when you look that good. Like when you look that good down off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great game. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer. Dave Pollock, I'm Reese